Hello and welcome everybody to this Heflatv presentation of the Gigabyte Challenge 5. This is the main stage, the round of 16, and whoever wins this round will advance of course to the quarterfinals. These are all best of ones up until the grand finals, which is a best of 3, but this will be Mouz versus Botkoni Asak, short for Paz with a Z in the end. But my name is Coucher and joining me today will be Mr. Hallmark.
And how are you doing today, my friend?
Quite fine, and you?
I am great. It's nice to be back. I haven't casted with you in a while.
Yeah, indeed. I think I have no idea how long it has been, but I mean, nice to be casting overall. And well, coming into this game, Mouz, they are definitely the favorites. They've been looking pretty damn strong recently. They had some pretty nice showings in the DreamHack summer as well. They didn't, of course, make it quite to the end, but still, almost were able to beat Empire, and of course, they took down Fnatic as well.
Yeah, like Mouz is a really strong, or whatever, Mouz / Team Dog, whatever you want to call them. They're a really strong team.
Yeah, indeed they are, but actually Paz, they started with a Treant Protector, leaving heroes like an Invoker, even the Batrider actually still in the pool. So do you think Mouz is gonna go for one of those two heroes, or maybe even both?
Let's see how Mouz has been drafting. They've recently been drafting AAs, Lycans, Venge, Puck, Centaur. I mean, Lycan's been first banned, obviously, so the respect ban. I don't know, like, they don't really play Invoker very much. I mean, if they do, they go for a Quas Wex Invoker. But, I don't think they're going to first pick him. Like, Invoker's starting to fall off. Like, you really don't see him very often, like, being first picked material. Like, they go for the Batrider. I don't blame them. The initiation is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it definitely is. And the Firefly is pretty nice against the Living Armor as well. If you actually get into a fight or try to go for a kills, the Living Armor will just be whittled down by the Firefly. But it's just, what will they go as the second pick? Are they going for something that has a moderate amount of push maybe to deal with the Living Armor, healing up the towers or something along those lines?
Yeah, like they go for a Shadow Demon. I mean, the defensive disruptions are always nice, but it doesn't really show their hand too much. Like, they got their offlane or their jungler, whichever they wanted to put the Batrider in. I'm really liking Paz's draft so far. Like, they have really good crowd control. But it still doesn't show much for the lineups.
Yeah, actually, Mouz, I think one of the reasons that they actually maybe picked up the Shadow Demon for themselves is that they didn't want to give it away to Paz. Because Tree and Shadow Demon is a pretty decent support duo. Of course, the Shadow Demon is really good against the Batrider, but so is the Disruptor. So Paz, they definitely took the second best chance, I guess, at the moment. And like you said, they have some nice crowd control as well, with the Overgrowth coming out from the Treant Protector, Kinetic Field, Static Storm from the Disruptor, of course, and just glimpsing heroes back. And actually, Mouz, they ban out a Silencer now. So what do you think that ban leads into?
They banned out the Silencer because the amount of team fight they have already is scary. They have pretty much, if Disruptor gets farmed up a BKB, pardon me, an Aghanim Scepter, his Static Storm is pretty much like an AoE Doom, right? And then you have the Treant, Overgrowth, and then if you would have like a Global Silence on top of that, it would be so scary and so difficult to deal with. It's a smart ban. I definitely agree with it.
I mean, it has to be something specific though. I mean, Batrider, usually you get the jump anyway before you get, or the Global Silence comes out. And
yeah.
The other thing might be, of course, that if Paz, they want to go for some heavy initiation of their own, which so far they are lacking, but heroes like the Centaur Warrunner are still in the pool, maybe even the Tidehunter for Paz, just to get some more team fight and get their own initiation going as well. But Mouz,
I was thinking the Tidehunter, that was something I thought they were going to pick. But they're going for, Mouz is going really, old school, 6.7? No, 6.75, where we saw the Shadow Demon and the Strat combo?
I have no idea what patch it was at the time, but I think that combo is much stronger now than it used to be. Especially because the Leshrac is more self-sufficient as well, thanks to the Lightning Storm having the slow now from patch 6.8, I think it was.
Yeah.
So even without the Shadow Demon, he can actually set up his own splitters with the Lightning Storm.
Yeah, and not to mention, Leshrac could actually be played as a core. You've seen a lot of teams just run Lash as a core. You get a Bloodstone on Lash, and you know his ulti just wrecks face because of the Bloodstone charges. Makes him really tanky too.
Yeah, it's definitely a support hero that can scale reasonably well as well. But Paz, they actually did go for the Tidnut right now, and Mousesports, they're up to their 4th pick. So far, actually, all of their heroes are fairly squishy. I mean, Batrider, I guess he has the escape with the Firefly and whatnot, but if he actually gets caught, it's quite easy to bring him down, actually. So Mousesports, are they gonna go for some tank of their own? They already have the offlaner being the Batrider. I guess mid lane wise, they could go for something like a Dragon Knight, although I'm not
Maybe
too sure
even
how.
an axe.
Oh.
Because if you get an axe and if he gets a nice call, you totally. They went for the Centaur. Okay. So.
I mean, every now and then teams do run the Centaur as a tri-lane farmer as well.
But it's not very. He's not very good as a one roll, I don't think. I mean,
Well,
they have a lot of lockdown.
To be honest, I kind of like the Centaur, but at the moment, Mousesports, they haven't shown their last pick yet. So that might actually give them some proper late game, because so far they're so early to mid game oriented. Of course, if they get fast blink daggers on the Batrider and the Centaur, then Paz will have just such a hard time actually staying on the lanes. They always have to have the vision up, which is taxing on the supports, of course.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come late game, actually Paz themselves, it's not like they have some massive late game that Mousesports should be scared of in return, so.
Well, not yet, though, right? Like, that's the key term, is not yet. They have 3 really, really, really good early to mid game heroes. Like, once they hit level 6, they can start doing something.
Well, yeah, it's almost always like that. But Paz, I think that their heroes, although once they're level 6, their ultimates are definitely strong. But if Mousesports, if they get the blink daggers, they can just initiate that much more often, because they just need the blink and just the hoofstomp to cool off from the Centaur, and that's about it. Whereas Tidehunter ultimate is on a long cooldown. Disruptor ultimate, I mean, with the overgrowth as well, it's not that long of a cooldown. But Mousesports can go for like 2 to 3 initiations, whereas Paz can effectively go for 1.
Yeah, this might actually get confusing Paz and Paz, so people might not get get what we're talking about. Which is it? We're talking about Paz the player or Paz the team?
Yeah, it's definitely kind of weird, but well, Paz, the team, Podkoni Asak, they pick up a Morphling for themselves, so I guess that's their
There's your late game. Yeah.
But I'm still afraid that it's just gonna get blown up in the early to mid game phase.
Well, that depends how they play it, right? Like, if they're playing extremely passive and just not taking unnecessary fights, they're going to take Mousesports in the long run. I think it was, I think yesterday, no, 2 days ago, was casting with Don Horatio, and it was, who was it? Oh, I can't remember the game, but pretty much the other team had a Morphling, and come 20 minutes in, they took the team without the Morphling took literally almost all 6 towers. They were pressing the tier 3s, and they just couldn't push, and the Morphling just came in late game and just started E-blading everyone up. I'm going to try to find out what game that was. Gonna bother
wow. Mousesports, to go for a lone druid as their 5th. I was thinking like, okay, maybe go for something aggressive like a Slark, who can actually snowball and carry in the late game as well, actually, if he has.
Is that a lone druid mid, you think, though?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, lone druid mid, it's pretty nice because he gets guaranteed farm as well as guaranteed levels there. There's not much that can actually lock him down if he's in the mid lane or keep him down. So I don't think it's a bad pick. Plus, it also gives them the push. And actually, so far, Podkonia suck. They don't have any proper counter push to speak of.
They have nothing to deal with the push besides the Morphling waveform, but you don't want Morphling waveforming into like fucking 5 heroes with lockdown. Like literally every single hero on their team has some form of lockdown. And yeah, it was by the way, it was CNB versus Revenge Gaming. That's who it was, and Revenge shook that game with late game Morphling.
Well, I mean, late game Morphling is definitely something you don't want to go up against. And oh, they go for a Storm Spirit as well now. I mean, it's still not counter pushy, but at least they have the champion when Mousesports actually wants to come in for the push themselves. So Storm Spirit will be the initiation, at least before the Tide gets the blink.
Yeah.
But to introduce the lineups for Paz On the Radiant side, Mambos will be playing the Storm Spirit with Hussis on the Disruptor, Saini on the Treant Protector, leaving Chas Fana to play the Tidehunter, and the last one will be Ziki on the Morphling.
Alright, on the side of Mouse, we have Pycat playing the Lone Druid. We have MSS playing the Centaur Warrunner. I have no idea who Listrak is. I don't know who that is. He's got little squiggly
You got
A's.
to check his Steam profile, unless it's private, of course.
I will do that in a sec. We have Paz playing the Shadow Demon, and Arise will be standing in, I think, for Fada. I think Fada's not here.
Yeah, and actually this means that it's going to be Bat Rider mid lane as well by the looks of it. He's going for a bottle as well, has 2 shared tangos as well as 2 item branches to begin with, so bottle rush for him, and mid lane Bat Rider, that's actually something I haven't seen for quite a while.
Alright, Listrak is playing, it's Misery. I don't know how I forgot about that, so yeah. The Misery will be playing the Listrak. So yeah, Fata is in here. He's, I don't know why Fata isn't playing, but yeah. Bat Rider mid, man, I haven't seen Bat Rider go mid in the longest time.
And well, he's going to be up against a Storm Spirit. Actually, they expected this as well. Maybe they were like, okay, we know it's obvious that Arise is standing in for Fata, like you said. So we know that the Bat Rider is going to be mid because of that fact. And Mambos, he already started with the Magic Stick as well, just to ensure that the Sticky Napalm actually gives him mana and HP at all times.
Yeah, it's such a good early game item. Oh, he messed up his block. Oh.
Well,
That's gonna definitely suck for him in the mid. Oh, well, Arise kind of messes up. Not as
well,
much,
I mean,
but still.
it's actually pretty nice if you get the range creep coming in as first, because the range creep actually does a pretty annoying amount of damage just right-clicking away from the background. And the lane is still, I mean, Mambo's already 3 stacks of Sticky Napalm, and actually can't go for the right clicks because of the turn rate. It's so damn hard to actually get the last hits, and Arise, all he wants to get is probably just that early start, get the bottle for himself, and just keep on spamming the Sticky Napalm.
Yeah, he's got it in like 1 more right click or like 6 more seconds. Like he was pulled 2 sets of tangos, right? So, I mean, he literally just started off with 2 GG branches. But yeah, we should take a look at the lanes here. Top lane we have Tidehunter off lane against the Lone Druid and the Shadow Demon and Listrak. I mean, I don't blame him. That's a really nasty combo. But again, with the Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash on Tide, the new buff on that, he's a really, really tanky motherfucker.
Well, the Kraken Shell, will it actually be enough? Paz is rotating in, he will get the disruption as well, actually holding on to it for a little while. They have the Split Earth coming in from Misery as well. Actually,
oh, there's a living armor. GG armor.
Yeah, it's... I thought that they were actually gonna try to go for some harass, but the creep wave was just way too far away. It was under their own tower. Pyke
They don't have that much damage though.
Yeah, it's...
Like, they like... Lone Druid is not really a right-click hero until he gets farm.
Do you actually think that Misery is going for Diabolic Edict at level 2, or is he gonna pick up the Lightning Storm? I guess the Edict actually might be nice to get rid of the Living Armor stack.
I was just gonna say, yeah, the Diabolical Edict makes sense, at least just 1 point into it, just to get rid of, you know, just to get rid of the living armor. Like, that's a value point, and then it doesn't even have to be like level 2. He could get in a level 5, right?
Oh, mid lane. Actually, Mambos, he wanted to go aggressive, but 5 stacks of Sticky Napalm. Pass comes in with the disruption, and now Misery Split Earth's just on target, and that's gonna be the first blood as Pass on the Shadow Demon picks it up. I mean, I guess it would have been a little bit better on Arise just to speed up the process of the Blink Dagger, but it's definitely good for supports as well. Can maybe get a few extra sentries, upgrade the courier, as well as just boost of speed.
Oh, and a regen rune top here. What a nice rune to get, especially as a Bat Rider. Yeah. It's like every Bat Rider's wet dream finding a regen rune.
Oh man, it's his Storm Spirit's wet dream, but of course that requires for him to be a level 6.
Yeah, you can literally go from one side of the map to the other side of the map with a regen rune.
Well, now with this rotation, Mousesports grabbing the first blood. Misery hit level 2 from that as well, so has the 1 point into Diabolic Edict, which we discussed before. And they both have boost of speed as well now on the support, which actually is really important early on. Yeah. Whereas bottom lane Nemesis is just getting 3 levels. He's level 3 at the moment, but the rotations are coming in. The waveform is already there, but I think he's too tanky. Oh man, is it actually going to be enough? The Hoofstomp comes out just before the leech, so he actually might be able to skiddle his way out of there. Just
yeah, he has boots as well.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I mean, Glimpse is nice and all, but if you don't have the additional lockdown to just keep him in place, it doesn't really do that much.
Wow, I never noticed Glimpse has a minute cooldown at level 1. That is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, the range and the cooldown early on, plus the mana cost, but oh, Mambos, 4 stacks of Sticky Napalm, there's the disruption coming out with the Soul Catch. Should be an easy kill once again, Split Earth to follow from Misery, and man, the Storm Spirit just not having a fun time.
Shut goes to Shadow Demon as well, so they're not letting Arise getting into these last hits. But Arise is doing well. He's got boots, he's got bottle, and he's got 500 gold banked up. Like, that blink will be coming really, really fast. And the two supports, Pos and Misery, are rotating down to help out MSS.
Mojo stormed out, man. Mojo stormed out. Should be, I think, at least. I know that he used to play for Fnatic NA. That was his most notable team, I guess. Didn't last for too long, but I mean, actually, I thought that the Tide Hunter might be doing a little bit better, but then again, he's level 4 as well, just the same as MSS on Centaur. Actually, it's Lone Druid can't do much of anything against the Tide Hunter, to be honest. Yeah,
No, Tide's too tanky.
Yeah, and, well, he's going for the man fight now as well. Oh man. Anchor Smash comes out a little bit too late. There's the Entangling Claws actually. Oh, this might set up the kill. There's no Orb of Venom on the Spirit Bear though, so Tide Hunter is gonna be able to escape, but...
And he salves up.
And the Entangling Claws just completely shift the lane now, and there's Pycat going for the face boots as well. Just wants that extra right kick. Oh, another Entangling Claws. The Spirit Bear actually might die in return, but there's no mana on Chess. Oh man, Tide Hunter, can you actually make it out? One lucky Entangling Claws, can the bear get it? But no boots of speed on the Spirit Bear itself.
And he resummons the bear. I mean, I think we have Admiral Bulldog playing the Lone Druid with those lucky ass entangles.
Yeah, I mean, definitely getting some, but do you think he should get boots of speed next on the Spirit Bear, or why is he actually having face boots on himself instead of the bear?
Because most recently I've seen players completely skip. He just got the boots on the bear. Completely skip getting face boots on the bear and getting tranquils on the Lone Druid, which is like was a really common build, or just getting regular brown boots and face boots on the bear. But they completely skip that. They just do regular boots on the bear, and they go straight into the Radiance.
Oh, mid lane, Mombos jumps in. There's the Electric Vortex onto Rise. Leechy to follow up the Rise. He's pretty damn tanky pass. A nice defensive disruption just as the glimpse came out, and they're gonna be fine. No casualties there, although pass. Never mind, Mombos can't use the last of his mana to dive the tower like this. So, pass. Team, they tried to go for it, but didn't quite work out.
Top? Is anything gonna get him? No. Tide gets away with like 100 HP. He's playing really aggressively.
Yeah, and so is Pycat, and Pycat actually did drop quite low. Had to go into his druid form there, or bear form. And well, of course, that's what the bear form is there for. Just makes you so damn tanky. He's sitting on 9 armor already as well. And Tide Hunter, if he's not too careful, somebody might come and just pick him off. And oh, bottom lane, they want to go for Seeky. He's actually only level 4. Just hit level 5 now, but pass. Can you get the disruption off?
Oh, he's way too far. They pinged it out. They know what's happening.
Oh well, but it's kind of surprising that the Morphling is only level 5. I guess the supports were leeching quite a lot of XP from him as well early on. They weren't pulling that much, and MSS, well, he's level 5 as well.
Yeah, Pycat's level 6, and he was left, like, level 7 actually, 7.5 now, and he was left completely alone. Like, they noticed the Tide isn't going to do anything to him, and the support just went roam gank mid twice, and they proceeded to roam up top to help try to get a gank on the Morphling.
The disruption came out. Will the splitter follow with the hooftop? Actually, the waveform came out. That timing was just a split second off, and that was enough for the Morphling to waveform out.
That was great play by Ziki. Really lucky.
Actually, he's going for a Hand of Midas as well. What do you think of that?
I think it's good because, like, Lone Druid 12 slotted versus Morphling, I think Lone Druid wins that fight. Just because I honestly favor the Lone Druid late game over the Morphling. Because, like, the bear literally becomes a whole nother hero come late game. Like, you could actually build the bear like a hero. And he's just difficult to... Like, I remember during TI3, they were more focused on killing the bear than killing the hero itself.
Well, it's a lot easier to actually kill the Spirit Bear as well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty tanky at 2.7k HP when he's level 4, but Tide Hunter might go down on the right clicks are coming in from Pycat, and a few more, that's all he needs, the Magic Stick though. Oh, Magic Stick for the win.
Bear.
And Orb of Venom is such a good tool, especially if you're up against melee heroes.
But actually, Pycat did pick up the Tranquil Boots on himself and gave the Phase Boot to the bear. And there's the blink on the Bat Rider, 8.5 minute blink, that is not bad at all.
Yeah, he's the top last hit there as well for his team, although some of them are jungle creeps since he was farming that one up, but still a really fast blink, and MSS, he's only 1000 gold away from it as well. So if the Batrider comes for the bottom lane, for example, just go for the Morphling, get that kill, speed up the Blink Dagger on MSS's Centaur as well, and actually he's gonna hit level 6. That's exactly what he's doing, Arise. He came to the bottom lane. The question is, can they actually get the jump without getting disrupted or glimpsed back or just another waveform away? Actually, oh, they go in the Stampede is there as well. Disruptor completely out of position, double Ace to get the kill. Such an easy... Oh, the flame break, 3 no points in Nature's Skies. They won't follow under the tower.
You need that 1 point in Nature's Guide. We've talked about this several times before. That value point in Nature's Guide, he's blocking the Morphling. It's such a good point to have.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's just so damn strong. I mean, early on, enemy support probably won't have the detection anyway. And even if they have, at least make them use it.
Yeah, like you'd have to force them to waste 200 gold to potentially get a kill. Or 180 if you want to go for dust.
Yeah, it's just so damn hard. And actually, Orb of Venom has been picked up. Oh, Pycat, another Entangling Claws goes out tight under, dropping low. Pycat, he's actually going for the kill, never mind. Living Armor comes out.
How pissed off do you think Pycat is at this point? He's like, I've gotten 3 first hit entangles, and I can't capitalize yet, because he does not hit hard enough.
Well, Tidehunter, Anchor Smash too strong, man.
Gloves of Haste on the bear. Do you think he's going for a Mjolnir on the bear? Like, straight Mjolnir? Or do you think he's going for maybe a Midas?
I think it might be either one. I really like the Maze from just the early kind of build, early game. But if he wants to transition into a Radiance, I think just going for the Midas is a little bit better. Get the levels on yourself.
Yeah. Because
if you get higher levels on Lone Druid, he actually scales reasonably well with maxing out all of his abilities, like the Synergy as well as the Rabbit. So I wouldn't mind the Midas, but I would like the Maelstrom just as much.
Because Morphling has he completed his Midas a while ago, I forgot to mention it. But if we look at the net worth, I mean, the Morphling is in like 5th place. Like the top 5 spots, 3 of them belong to Mouse Sports. I mean, Lone Druid and Batrider are pretty up there, and like I really don't agree giving Lone Druid free farm. I think that's a really bad idea.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, especially just the pushing power coming out from the Spirit Bear with the Demolish on him.
Because like the way that I see it is a free farming Morphling, he can't really do much. But like early game, as long as you have your level 6 and you have your bear with at least boots. And
another Entangling Claws tie that he will finally fall down. Oh no, the Magic Stick! They used the Stampede, they should get the kill as well. A few more right clicks, Pycat will finally get another Entangling Claws. Oh my god. That's actually MSS kills off Disruptor as well once again, so that's his Blink Dagger on the Centaur now.
Alright, that was well needed. Like
they get the disruption as well. Is it the Storm Spirit? Oh, never mind. It is the Dream Protector instead, and Ziki, he's in trouble as well. Strength morphing up as Senny. He's gonna take a fall. Actually, one thing that I'm kind of surprised about. Oh, never mind me. They're going for the Disruptor again. Double H. Why did you come in? Huge mistake.
Oh my god. Why? Oh, Storm zips in top. Tidehunter comes in. Ravage used, and there goes Pycat. They popped the Ravage for that. I think it was worth it.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there.
That was a level 10 Lone Druid. Like...
The Lone Druid was definitely getting way too much done, and actually I'm so surprised that the Storm Spirit is top of the net worth at the moment. Just barely ahead of Arise on the Batrider, but he suffered 2 deaths early on in the laning phase. But he's just been farming up, he's been utilizing his own jungle, stacking that up and farming that up, so...
He was stacking here, or somebody stacked here for him, and he got a nice double stack there. So, he's going for that Orchid, which will be really good, but like... They still haven't got that team fight that they were looking for. Like, they've been fighting in, like, little scraggles, like, groups of 2 and 3. They don't have, like, all 5 of them stuck, like, all 5 of them together. But, yeah, I mean, Mouse's lineup is doing what Mouse's lineup is supposed to do. They're getting pickoffs. Like, that's what their lineup is designed to do, and that's where the experience plays in. Like you mentioned, Mouse being the heavy favorites or dog or whatever you want to call them. But, you know, they're doing what they have to do. Like, they are a very experienced team. A lot of these players have all been to TI. I don't think... has Arise been to TI? I don't think he has.
I don't think so either. I can't say 100%, but...
Because I know LGD Int MSS and Pycat are from, so they've been there before. I think it's TI2 they went.
Misery and Pycat were from there, but they get the jump onto MSS. Actually, there's a nice defensive disruption pass. He's the one on the run now. Demonic person. Disruptor just gets blown up from the background. Stampede, never mind. MSS though, double H, Easter, and Mambos is completely out of mana. Magic Wand cooling off down in 5 seconds time. And now MSS, he actually might be the one going down. Mambos, can you get the kill, MSS?
You are
double H, man. Double H.
Oh, as he was going for the double edge, the static remnant blew up. Unfortunate.
So actually, that's pretty huge because Storm Spirit, he's just getting closer to that Orchid getting finished next to this.
Yeah, Storm is pretty much like their saving grace in this game. Like his Morphling isn't getting much. Like Morphling, like I said, he can't do much until he gets something. He looks like he's going for a Ring of Aquila. Yeah, and Lone Druid just took top. I mean, you should not be losing towers with a Treant. Like I don't know why they're not contesting this. Oh.
Man, another entangle close. He's dead for sure. Or Easy Mambos comes in. Never mind. The Spirit Bear gets the kill. And Mambos.
Oh, he's not gonna go for it.
Oh, should have gone for it, man. Big plays.
Yeah. I mean, he had 3 bottle charges. He could have went for it potentially, but still.
Actually, we get the answer to your previous question. It's a Maelstrom after all on the Spirit Bear.
I said I don't know why I was saying Mjolnir. I always forget the name of the first item. But no, I like that choice. Like the Mjolnir got a nice buff. Like it's a really good item, especially on this bear. Really good.
Yeah, it definitely is just mow down creep waves and go for the towers. Just split push like the annoyance you can be. And actually, I think Mousesports, they can quite soon go for Eroche as well if they want to. They don't have a Medallion of Courage or anything.
Oh, Glimpse is such a nice spell against Batrider. You see him coming in? Nope.
Yeah, although, I guess the ideal situation would have been that the Rise already blinks in, pops his lasso, and then gets pulled back. But actually, Firefly wears off Mambos. Are you gonna jump in? Well, pass. Together with Misery, they are behind him. So it definitely... Oh, never mind.
Random question for you. What HUD are you using?
It should be the Outworld Devourer HUD. Or pretty much as similar to it as possible. I think it has a few tweaks to it. Just because Heflatv is green as well.
Yeah, no, somebody in the chat was asking, so...
I said OD, but should have just spelled it out longer.
Yeah. And they took another tower. You should not be losing this much map control with a Treant on your team.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't. And actually, that's the one huge thing as well.
Oh man, Treant is still level 5.
And that's just the tri-lane not getting anything accomplished. And actually, Disruptor, he's level 4, so that's even worse.
This is so bad. Like, they're starving their supports.
Well, it's not much they can do because they can't find any proper pickoffs on the map. And the ones they can get is just Storm Spirit zipping in from a long range. And actually, he has his Orchid finished now. So that definitely boosts up their potential to get the kills.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, they like if you look at the supports on Mouse's team, yeah, they got a little bit of pickups, but they had their level 6s, you know, like the one thing I like about a lot of these more experienced teams is they try to prioritize to get their supports to level 6. So they had those ultis, right? But like these inexperienced teams, like Treant just got his level 6, just got it. So he can actually start using Overgrowth. Nobody's gonna have a Manta style to break out of that anytime soon, right? But still, 17-minute level 6 is just that's terrible.
Oh, the Treant actually might be trouble. Pycat, he's gonna go for it. The Overgrowth comes out, and just as a defensive measure, Pycat is just gonna be happy farming away. Although Mambos, he comes in, but Pycat, he's already far enough away, or is he?
Oh. He's strength morphing, but he's gonna live. No. Stampede coming out, Leshrac, Pulse Nova coming out as well. I mean, kill secured.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. There's actually Mambos, he got the kill on the Lone Druid Spirit Bear and Pycat now. With one Spirit Bear down, Mambos is out of mana as well. Pycat, can you get the Entangling Claws? Not lucky on the first hit, the second one will get it. And Treant Protector, still no Nature Skies, but Pycat, does he really want to go in as deep? But the Rise comes in with the Lasso and the Treant Protector just to make sure that no heals come out. And they do get that one kill in the end.
No one's going for the Courier. He's like... He's just chilling right there.
Mambos didn't have any mana left to just multiple zip after the Treant, and I mean, the Orchid didn't even come out at all from the Storm Spirit that fight, I think.
Yeah, but like he can't really. Well, like he's gonna Orchid the Lone Druid. It's kind of a waste, and Batrider already popped off his lasso. So like, I mean, yeah, he could have used it to get some of that taking damage, but like I guess he figures like, there's nothing gonna come from that anyways. And Leshrac has a Invis rune, and he's rotating down bot, and this Morphling's 1400 gold on Morphling. Like, he needs to get a Linken's, he needs to get something. He's not been a part of these team fights at all. He's died once.
Just look at the Rise. He's farming up the enemy jungle. Oh, might get caught. The demonic purchase goes onto the Storm Spirit, the Rise. Oh, with the disruption as well. Mambo as well. He's gonna be safe with the ball lightning, but he's gonna have to go all the way home almost. Although he has 3 bottle charges, so I guess he can try to continue, but he definitely would like to have a full mana pool.
Yeah. I think Storm may possibly go for like his like next big item. Like, do you think he's gonna be going for a Sheepstick for lockdown? Maybe go for a Bloodstone because like they already have quite a bit of crowd control. Like, what is Storm's next? Oh, he's going for BKB.
Yeah, I think that's the most logical choice here as well. There's just too much to lock him down otherwise and burst him down.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he has the BKB, Lasso can go through it, but Mouse Sports actually don't have that much damage apart from Pycat going into as physical damage. I guess Diabolic Edict maybe, but it's gonna get split between other units as well, most likely. So, oh, but there's the silence on to rest, but MSS the counter initiation with the Hoofstomp onto Mambo Stampede to get them to safety. And now they get the blink out as well, that actually tied under Ravage, catches 3 heroes Arise, activates his Firefly, 4-steps himself out, and MSS now might be in trouble as Mambos kills off the Shadow Demon, but Leshrac ends the Storm Spirit's killing spree in return. And now Tidehunter is just gonna get kited around here. There's nothing he can do, no blink there, no nothing. And it's just a matter of time before he falls, although Seni comes in with the leech, it wants to kill off a Rise, Lasso comes out, and it's just a disaster. They're gonna lose probably the Tidehunter at some point in time, and well, MSS with the double H finishes that kill.
Shadow Demon.
Definitely not worth.
That's, again, Disruptor didn't have his ulti, he just got it in that last fight.
Yeah, it's so difficult for Pass at the moment, and I really don't think they should have even forced an engagement like that. I mean, I understand that they wanted to go for it, but once actually Mouse got a nice defensive disruption and the blink out by the Batrider, sure, the Ravage hit 3 and they got the kill on the Shadow Demon, but the other 2 that it hit, it was just on the edge and everybody else was focusing on the Shadow Demon anyway. So
I just understand why Storm Spirit jumped in right here with 3 heroes right here, and right here. Like, that was just stupid, actually.
Well, I mean, I understand the idea because they had the Ravage available. Tidehunter was pretty close by as well, so actually...
But they should have waited for the Disruptor was literally like 50 experience away from getting his ultimate. I have people asking in chat, is there any way to watch this in Dota TV?
Well, I'm not too sure if the spectators are enabled by the admin. I know for a fact that it isn't tickered. So maybe from the community tab if you go for like pro teams or something, unless they changed it with the recent patches, I'm not too sure. So if it's spectator enabled, you might be able to watch it like that. Just go to the community tab, pro teams list, and check it out there.
Alright, I'm just constantly just monitoring the chat, answering as many questions as I can.
And well, I mean, at the moment, Storm Spirit is still farming reasonably well, as is the Morphling actually. Of course, that's a lot to do with his Hand of Midas, and he has 3k gold. So do you think it's going to be straight up E-Blade, although he might be in trouble? They get the lasso as well. The Demonic Purge comes out, MSS is there with the Hoofstomp, with the double edge. And the burst is strong with them.
I think he was going for that Eagle Song, but if you take a look at the Spirit Bear, he's got a Sacred Relic, and Lone Druid is going for that Radiance. Like, that's going to be a 22-minute Radiance with a Maelstrom done, with 2 pairs of boots done. Like, this Lone Druid has 11,000 like net worth at 22 minutes in.
Yeah, he's farming pretty damn strong, almost 500 gold per minute for him at the moment. And just gets the Radiance delivered to him as well. Oh, mid lane MSS goes onto Mambos, the double edge, it won't be enough. And actually Storm Spirit, is he going to turn around the Orchid onto MSS with the Electric Vortex? I think he might
Ravage pop bot.
Oh man. Actually still everybody is alive. MSS mid lane might go down Batrider. Arise the Static Storm. Oh man, they just barely have enough at Pycat. He's having a field day, going for 1 kill after another. Double kill for the Lone Druid, and well, Ziki, he TP's in, but what can he really do? I mean, he doesn't have enough farm. He's just heavily strengthened to morph, and they lose the tier 2. Actually, well, kill-wise, it was pretty even. 2 cores actually falling down for Mouz as MSS tied melee as well to the Storm Spirit. But losing the tier 2 tower, losing map control, it's just Mouz getting the advantage there.
Yeah, just give me 1 second here.
No problem.
I muted it in Dota. Cough. Oh no, wait, I muted my mic so you didn't hear that. I just had to cough. But yeah, I honestly don't think that Midas is paying off for the Morphling. Yeah, he's got 3k gold. I mean, he's going for that Eagle Song. He's going straight into the E-Blade, but still. Like, when you're losing these many towers with a tree, it's not looking good. Like, we haven't looked at the EXP graphs, or that's bad. 10k EXP in favor of Mouz, almost 14k gold. Actually, more, man. It's like it's actually 13k, but still, it's not looking good at all.
Yeah, I mean, going for a Midas and Morphling, it's fine if your team can actually create the space necessary for you to farm up, but I mean, Mouz, they had such a heavy early aggression lineup, especially since they got the early blink daggers on both the Centaur as well as the Batrider, and there's a smoke coming out, but it's gonna get broken immediately by a Rise there, and he's going for the jump, but Nature Skies just save the tree and protector there. Oh,
and yeah, Shadow Demon, has a gem, so he's just going. They're completely just starving out Paz.
To be honest, do you even think that the E-Blade will change anything?
No, because let's look at, like, yeah, he's gonna blow up the Shadow Demon, but no one else, because the Leshrac has 1200 HP. It looks like he's going for the Bloodstone. He's got a point booster picked up, and everyone else is just too tanky. Like, he's literally just gonna take out the Shadow Demon out of the fights, but he doesn't really do much besides, you know, his demonic purge.
And I have to say that mid lane pass gets jumped down. There's the Orchid. He can't self-disrupt, and easy pick off there. But they're gonna lose Rochefort and the Rise. Oh my god!
Did they get the gem? Did anybody pick that gem?
Yeah, Rise got the gem back. Oh man, big place by the Batrider. Just blink in immediately, pick up the gem and force staff yourself out.
Yeah,
and they're even going for the deny tower. Oh my god, they're just getting it. But the Rise is beautiful with the Static Storm onto 2 as well. MSS gets a nice double and hoofstomp, but the Rise is already down. Spirit Bird dropping low, but Mambos, he's fallen. The Storm Spirit, the main source of damage, and now Siki will be next to fall, and the Spirit Bird is somehow still alive as well.
Split Earth on 3 heroes right there. Oh my god, that first hit entangle.
Beautiful stuff.
Jesus.
Beautifully played by Mousesports. I mean, the initiation was so damn good by the Tidehunter with the Blink Dagger, Ravage with the Static Storm to follow up, but Misery, like I said, just 3-man split turf, as well as MSS getting the double man hoofstomp there to follow, and of course having the pipe in that fight, it just negates so much of the damage from the side of the Radiant.
Man, I want to ask Pycat what button does he press to get the that is annoying.
Entangle.
to get the entangles.
I have no clue, but just look at how his net worth has just spiraled. It's suddenly 579 gold per minute, so across the last 4 minutes, his gold per minute has risen by 100. And, well, net worth 4k or so, so it's looking extremely good for Mousesports.
Okay, alright, that is really annoying. Lone Druid is, like, keeps canceling his battle cry, and it makes really annoying noises. And I can't hear you half the time when you're talking.
Man, just turn down your game sound, noob. You noob.
Noobs.
I have them really low, but they get the lasso onto Mambos. He should go down hoofstomp to follow double edge to get the kill. They just can't find any space at all. Yule's onto Saini as well, Dream Protector. I think he's able to get out of there, yeah. He's tanky enough just to run all the way home, but I mean, there's no map control for Pass at all.
Morphling is 600 gold away from his E-Blade. That's how much is gold? Scepter's 800 gold, right? Yeah, no, it's 1600 gold, so he's 400 away.
Yeah.
But there's just nothing they can do.
Oh well, I mean, definitely I have to agree. Storm Spirit is dead as well, no buyback. He actually has the BKB as well, but didn't even get to pop it thanks to the lasso there. And now tier 3 easily going down. Hyperstone onto Spirit Pair as well. Might be a Maelstrom, might be an AC in the making.
I think it's a Mjolnir. He's gonna. I'd finish off the Mjolnir.
Oh, the Static Storm actually catches too. They activate the pipe and they just back off. Overgrowth is there, range tracks are already
no
down.
Damage.
Melee as well, and yeah. I mean, without the Storm Spirit, without the Ravage, it's kind of useless. They do have the Ravage to pike at, he's going in deep, he has the Aegis of course as well. And they're gonna get the kill, actually Spirit Pair dropping low, they're focusing that, but a nice Spirit Pair once again by Misery coming in. The Ravage just before the Hoofstomp of the Centaur though, but still they're so damn healthy, and Seeky, he's gonna get lassoed, goes down, and Mambos with his BKB has to escape from all the physical damage coming out from Mouz. So even though they got the nice Ravage once again, it just wasn't enough.
No man, they forced Morphling to buy back. They couldn't even take the Aegis. Like,
oh, they're going for the Spirit Pair again though. Actually, if they get the Spirit Pair a second time, it might be pretty nice as Pycat. He's on the run. Double Edge. Oh, Pycat. He's dropping so damn low.
Oh, that disruption.
Okay. Can they actually keep him alive? Oh my god.
And he's got the gem too. What a player.
Oh, the Hoofstomp. It got used out by the Batrider himself. That was kind of uncoordinated by them.
That kind of saved the Morphling. But do you think there's any hope of a comeback? Creeps MVP.
Well, I have to say there's hope, but it's just so slim, and I'm not too sure if Mouz Sports will make a huge slip and allow Paz to come back into this game.
Yeah, they are way too much of an experienced team to make those kind of mistakes, and we just saw Blink Dagger picked up on the Shadow Demon.
I mean, it's legit, because that way you can actually stay in the back lines. And oh,
Stampede?
Oh, Tree and Protector. Actually, he drags him away from the high ground. I think Arise wanted to leave him there. Never mind, but Mambos comes in as well. Gets the Electric Vortex, pipe activated by MSS, but Sani is somehow still alive. Overgrowth came out. There's the Static Storm as well. Actually, Misery, he's out of it, goes with his ultimate. Oh, that damage coming out is ridiculous. Leshrac, he's just killing off the Tidehunter solo. Support Leshrac, owning Tidehunters left and right. Double kill for Misery. He's godlike as Mambos. Wants to go for a rise, but can't even accomplish that. And now, I mean, Seeky, even he can't take on the Leshrac. He's too damn strong. 12 Bloodstone charges as well.
Triple kill, MVP, Misery. There it is.
And that Leshrac just went through everybody there with his Pulse Snow and Tywalk Edict Lightning Storm spam. Oh wow. You know something's wrong when your core Tidehunter and Morphling can fight up against this support Leshrac.
Yeah, that's just... I had to ask.
Oh well. But this means now that Mouz Sports, they advance to the quarterfinals. Well, they will meet... I don't know what team yet. I'm gonna have to check it out, but thank you all so much for tuning in, and of course, if you enjoyed, be sure to follow this channel, as well as Heflatv 2, which is casting other games from Gigabyte channels at the moment. And of course, be sure to follow us on our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/Heflatv for both. And of course, thanks for Mr. Hallmark for casting with me.
Oh, it was my pleasure. I'll probably see you for the next game. Who are we casting next?
It's Mouz Sports versus the winner of the other game, which I will find out who actually won that or what's the situation, but I'll keep you guys posted as we just have a few songs in between as we try to figure out the next matchup.
Alright, I'll see you soon, buddy.